Hello everyone and welcome back to War Thunder. Today I've got a Hawk Hunter video. Um, I wanted to do a Hunter video for a while now because it's changed quite a lot since I did the original video in the Hunter. So a lot of the benefits of it now is it can hold its speed a lot better. It can actually climb at a really good rate. It will outzoom climb the MiG-15, and I think if you're lucky, maybe the MiG-17. It turns so much better than it used to. I mean, it's definitely not a turn fighter. If you get in a turn fighting situation, then you probably will lose once you get low on speed. But it can actually turn now without dumping all of its speed. It has obviously the 430mm, which is still unbelievably good. It's quite durable with damage as well, as shown in my last video in it. You can sort of get shot and you get a black wing and you can still fly around. I mean, you can even get your wing taken off. I mean, as long as it's sort of the aileron section of the wing, so the end of the wing, then you can still fly around with it. And I mean, it says you're dead on the scoreboard, but you can still fly around the map and potentially kill people if you actually get a shot on anyone. And I mean, that might not be realistic at all, and obviously you can't really land like that. I'm sure there's people that can, but I certainly have never tried and don't feel like it. I found it hard enough just a black wing. But as you can see here, there's a MiG-17 in front of me and I'm catching him. But he does crash in a minute. I think he must have just lost control and crashed. But the reason I'm uploading this game is, I mean, I've been flying the Hunter a lot lately, and this was a 5-kill game, an ace game. He got shot down by AA there. But this was a ace game, 5 kills. I've got a talisman on it, and I've just spaded it as well just before this. I'm about 120-ish kills in it at the moment, to about 50 deaths, I think. So it's nothing incredible. I mean, there's people out there that have way better KDs. But for what, you know, it is for me, I mean, I haven't flown the Hunter much. As everyone knows, I fly the MiG. But it's sort of switched around now to me flying this all the time and not the MiG. And I don't know what it is about the MiG, but it's just lately, I just haven't been feeling it. I can't aim with it very well anymore, and I just can't seem to get shots on target. I always fight meteors and F2Hs and Banshees and F2Hs is the same thing, or like Panthers and I don't know, I'm confused. I don't even know American jets at all. But I always fight slow jets that can turn really well, and I absolutely hate fighting turny jets like the Venom. I absolutely hate fighting them. If I see a Venom, I just ignore them until they're the last person left. And especially in the MiG, it's not stupid fast like these are. This is the first kill I got, I think. No, not there. I think I do kill this guy, but I think it's on the second pass. As well, all the kills I got in this game, they weren't just I sat behind people and shot them. They were very sort of brief. They flew in front of my plane shots, and it is fairly easy in this because of the guns and, you know, that sort of stuff. Like there, I got a crit on him, which was a rudder. I think he might have bailed when I was turning back around on him here. Either that or I did kill him, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. I did film this yesterday, so I can't quite remember. But I think I just don't like fighting slower jets that turn really well, because the MiG's roll rate is awful and its turning isn't the best at high speeds. So all they have to do is just turn, and there's the first kill there. And it's 700 RP for that kill with the talisman, which is quite good. Um, I think the only booster I had was 200% Lions, and that was the only booster I was using. I wasn't using any RP boosters, and if you use RP boosters, you can get up to like 1,000 RP per kill, which is quite insane, really. But yeah, so I think this plane is it's very easy to fly. The guns aren't amazing though. I mean, yes, they will kill normally every single shot, but the range of them is quite poor, and I don't know whether it's just me, but I struggle quite a lot with like actually aiming at someone from behind with them, because I never know whether I need to shoot high or low or what, and I've noticed that they don't really reach further than 700 meters anyway, so a lot of the time there's not much point in trying to snipe someone unless you are actually in range of them, because it's just not going to happen. And a lot of the enemies, they kind of, I guess, baited themselves. They sort of just followed people up into climbs and made themselves quite easy kills. I just need a drink quick. But like the MiG-17 compared to the Hunter, it's a very, very, very good contender. I mean, the MiG can outturn it. I mean, most definitely can outturn it. But obviously the MiG is a lot harder to aim with, and I think that when it comes to aiming, if you're going to be doing it, it's easier to use a plane that's got good roll rate, good turn, good guns, and all those sort of things. And especially considering I think this is easily faster, I think. But here I ignored that guy that's down low, and I was sort of going for these guys ahead because I think the Dank Meme guy, or maybe the other guy that's with him, yeah, the other guy, I can't see what his name is, but he's leading them straight up, and there's the MiG-15 and the two MiG-17s. I didn't go for the top one because I didn't think I'd really get much of a shot on him, so I went for this one, and obviously he had no idea that I was there. And I mean, I've been in that situation many times where you're going straight up and out of nowhere someone appears, and it's so annoying. But I mean, 3 of them are doing it, and there's enemies all around, and it's just such a bad maneuver, and I think it just sort of makes them an easy target. Here again I got another one with, I thought which was a really good shot, I thought, and that's 3 kills now, which they're all MiG-17s. So I mean, again, it's not one of those games like I've had before with the Sabre F2, where I've said about it not being all MiG-9s or something, because obviously a MiG-9 isn't the hardest thing to kill, nor is an LA-15. So killing 3 MiG-17s, and I know they're not the best thing in the world, but killing 3 of them, when, I mean, technically they are meant to be, you know, the very top tier Russian jet, and this is obviously the top tier British plane, and I'd say between them they're not really very fair fighting still, because I haven't really been killed in the Hunter. I've been damaged and then ended up crashing trying to land, which I end up normally just not bothering anymore. But I haven't actually been really shot down in the air very much by a MiG-17. It's normally a SEAL-13 or something in a mixed game which ends up killing me. Here I went for the MiG-15 because also I wouldn't open the turn for that, which again was another quite a nice shot. And I lost control there, which I sort of, I'm not sure why, considering I've got the G suit for it and max G force and everything, and it's very odd because sometimes it's absolutely fine with turning and holding its G force, but other times it's just appalling. And I notice it a lot with the MiG, and I think that's one of the reasons why the MiG I find a lot harder to fly, is because you can't hold a turn for very long before you do black out and lose control, and it just makes it a lot harder. Because I've never really realised it, but I guess the Sabre must have G suits as well, because they can always outturn me, and unless you're in the situation of flying a MiG and you know what it's like to fly it before that lost control thing appeared, then you'll know how hard it actually is when it comes to flying the MiG. And the MiG has become a very unflyable plane for me. A lot with this overheating thing that happens now. Even this overheats really fast on some maps. Other maps you can fly around for the whole 20 minutes and there's no issues, but other ones like this, and it's just overheat all the time. And there's no timer either anymore, so I find it really hard to know when to go off throttle. So I end up normally, just as soon as it starts going red like that, I normally end up just dropping it to 80 or so and just sort of letting it cool off a bit, but also keeping it high enough to which I can gain speed and keep my speed above 800, just because that's sort of the best acceleration band for this thing. But this guy's a fairly easy kill at the end. I think he's just sort of flying really slow. I mean, it wasn't the easiest to have shot that because the speed and everything, and I always find a slow target is so much harder to kill than a fast target. And a lot of, in my MiG videos, I just so much more prefer to fight a Hunter or a Sabre over fighting a Vampire or a Meteor, because a Meteor, any Mark Meteor, I just can't stand fighting them because they just turn too well for it, and it's just annoying. But a 5-kill game, can't really complain about that. I mean, absolutely flawless. I didn't get scratched by anything, and the rewards I got were mind-blowing. You'll see in a minute. I know I got 10,000 research points, nearly 11,000 research points, nearly 250,000 lions from a non-premium plane, but it does have a talisman on it which does the RP, and the money is from the booster, the 200% booster. But that's 100,000 lions from kills alone, which is crazy. I mean, I've had 5-6 kill games in the MiG, which I'd say is a lot more of an achievement than doing it in the Hunter. Like, by no means am I saying that it was easy in the MiG. It's a lot harder in the MiG, and always will be. But for that, considering I'm not the best Hunter pilot out there, I was really happy with that. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click like, subscribe down below for more War Thunder, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.